estimate cosine of negative 3 pi over 2 without a calculator. So this negative out front, let's go ahead and put that with the top number. So it's a negative 3 pi over a positive 2. First step is we do want to draw this so we know where this is. So it's negative, which means we're going to head down in a clockwise direction from our starting point. What are we dividing pi into? We're dividing pi into 2 sections. So each section actually is going to be 90 degrees. And how many of those 90-degree sections do we want? We want 3 of those. So from our initial side, we head down. There's a pi over 2. Here's a pi over 2. So we have 2 of them, and here's our third pi over 2. So our angle actually is up here at the 90-degree mark. So typically at this point, we would connect to the x-axis and make a triangle. But we have to draw a straight line down to the x-axis, forming that 90-degree angle. So what we notice is that we actually cannot draw a triangle when we're on an axis like this. So what we want to remember is the unit circle. The unit circle has a point on here. Remember, unit circle has a radius of 1, which means this point, the x is going to be a 0, the y is going to be a 1. The second thing we want to remember is that x's line up with or match up with our cosine values, and the y's line up with our sine values. So if we have to figure out what is cosine of negative 3 pi over 2, what we do is we just look at that ordered pair and find the cosine value, which is the 0, so we know that this equals 0. And we're done. So unit circle really helps us out with that. If we were landing on any of those other points, you know, if you had an angle that was right here, that would be 1, 0. An angle down here would be 0, negative 1, and an angle right here would be negative 1, 0. So any of those 4 points we can use from the unit circle to help us evaluate these trig functions.